All right. Oh, shit. I forgot the disclaimer. Disclaimer is on. All right. Open house. Excellent connection. Well, we just need some peeps. Well, it's like throwing a party every day and wonder if anyone's going to come. We're live. There's someone. First, boom. Yako, Najib. Oh, all right. Najib. Fan of my video or fan of Yako's video? Angelio. What's up, man? Yeah, good question, Angelio. Good question. It's an ugly start, whatever we're doing. It's ugly. But often, right at a trend change, that's what it looks like. So we'll get 12. When we get to 20, we like to start them out. I'm not super strict on that because most people watch after the fact. We're going to try and stay tight on the time. Happy motherfucking morning. Happy motherfucking morning to you, James M. Yeah. Well, God, man, you did give me a wacky Bitcoin count. And what did you say? I was going to owe you a beer? I said something about... Yeah, I noticed it was a bit squirrely. I mean, how do you... Fuck, I'm amazed you're even trying to count it. What do we got? 17? All right, a couple more, we'll get it. Tetrick, how you doing? Make it the best party and people will turn out. Yeah, there you go, man. That's exactly right. Make it a good party and people will come. Well, we try, right? We do kind of do our thing and, draws a certain type of viewer. A lot of people will tell me, what you're doing is too hard. People don't like it because it's too hard. I used to hear that when we were in, my wife and I had a fitness business for a long time when, CrossFit was kind of booming and people would say what we were doing was too hard. And I'd say, well, look at CrossFit. I mean, how is that? We weren't as hard as CrossFit and they were outdoing us. You gave me a new count, James? All right, what do we got? Oh, there's 21. All right, so we'll start it up. If what we're doing is too hard for you, it's like as I said on the Bitcoin Friday video, I mean, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat. Right? Elliott Wave is hard. There's no question Elliott Wave is one of the harder technical approaches, certainly to... I don't know if you have to master it, or I don't know if anybody ever masters it, but to really get fluid with it, it's definitely one of the more challenging ways to approach the market, right? So you got to want to do it. You got to like it, right? It's, can I solve the puzzle with these pieces? That's kind of the challenge of it. All right, let me get going here. All right, guys. So first up, let's see here. Let's get rid of the disclaimer now that you guys have all seen that. All right, so you guys know the drill. My members post up. I always ask them. I say, what's the top of your watch list? Right? What are you most interested in that you think is setting up that not only is a trade that you're looking at, but that that you'd be willing to share with both other members and now here YouTube subs. So we do it for a couple of reasons, and I feel like I'm redundant here having to mention this, but I know we have a lot of new people and new people that have just starting to catch this live stream. We do it for a couple of reasons. One, I want to reinforce the process. So by in essence, them kind of teaching it to us, it reinforces it with them. If there's any tweak or maybe an alternate, sometimes that can be helpful if new dietitians are looking at this work. Sometimes as we kind of talk through it, that can be enlightening. There can be some value add there. And then the other thing is just if you're looking for setups, you got a whole lot of people approaching the market through this same technical lens that are looking for things. We can't, no possible way we can see everything that's setting up. So this is a great filter, I always say, or a scan looking for setups. So first up here, Grant F, right, who always posts, right, those of you that have members, right, he's very, very consistent in YouTube subs. Watching if you're starting to see that the consistency of his approach. So you see here, he always gives us three targets. Right? He's very, very consistent. Right? That's what I like about Grant's work. Always the same setup, always the same 3 targets. So here we're doing a 38 to 50 in the golden zone, very common targets on the retrace. So what's interesting here, so he's using harmonics just as additional confluence. So in essence, what he's doing is he's got an Elliott count on here, but often, as is the case, since harmonics are fib relationships between multiple swings, it's not surprising that a set of harmonics will fit in over an Elliott count. What's interesting here, oh, hey, Joseph Manuel, that was nice of you. What's interesting here is we have a PRZ down here that's a combination of 2 harmonics at the same spot. So we have a shark and a bat here. It's interesting. I wonder, Grant, if you found that with a scanner or whether you just eyeballed it. Because he and I use the same scanner looking for these kind of things to set up. And then, so often what you'll do is you'll look at it and you'll see the harmonic is there, and then you'll look at it and go, hey, is there an Elliott count there? And if there is, right now you've got the conditions that Grant looks for. So now one thing you will note here, that this is extremely counter trend. I mean, look at the Vegas wave. Right, so we know that's why this is called a potential, emphasis potential, reversal zone. Now, do we have the ingredients here to say, hey, it's a reversal? Well, we got some building blocks. We have all the confluence here. We've got divergence in the RSI, which is not to be ignored, right? You can't, you need more than just that, because this could easily hit the 50. You see it hitting the 50 now, which you've heard me say this before, is just as important as the 30 and the 70. You've got to see what does it do at the 50. Now, if we're going to start to trend, it's got to go from 50 and start to grind. You see here, it hits the 50 and rolls over. Same thing here, hits the 50, rolls over. Now the steep downtrend, right? Not even a glimmer of a higher high here. Okay, now so you can go back a pivot. Did we have divergence here? Yeah. Did we have divergence here? Yeah, we did. Right, so did we have divergence here? Now that was a good one, right? Now you see, gotta be careful about leaning too hard on it. It should be, okay, in addition to everything else that I see here, oh, let's check the indicators. Do I have some divergence, right? Oh, now you're thinking, oh, I like it. But that 50, right, ideally, so actually, he's already a little bit late, because the move from the 30, or what is he at here? Yeah, from the 30 to the 50 is the first leg, where now you might be able to tighten your stop just a hair, right? You might take it up just a bit. Now, what happens at the 50, right? You can see it. Look how the 50 is either support or resistance all the way across, right? It's just something that people lose when they're looking at the RSI for the first time, because they read, oh, well, once it gets oversold, overbought, right? We get below it, let's take it. I mean, even look at the indicator, right? It only gives you these lines once we get above 70 or 30. So he's a little bit late here, actually. So let's, what do you got here, a 2 hour? Let's look down here. Well, it's not terrible, because it looks like you've already got your pivot swing. Now you went deep here, but this is not. So you've lost the buy side algo down here at this level, because you're keying off the 707. Now there could be another one that's in there at 707. We don't have enough evidence to really lean in that, but it certainly wouldn't surprise me if this went to target. That could be another algo. But in terms of our thinking, oh, could this be, if that's a pivot and we're looking for a trend change, could that be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still coming? Well, you got a good start on it. Oh, you got a 3 in there. What am I, if I go to 30-minute? A little skinny on the 4, 5. A, B, C. All right, so the building blocks are all there, right? So if this is going to go A, B, C into a 2, which is, nice spot for it, right? Remember, I emphasize this, but we've got a lot of new people. If this is the A, B, C, right? What are these? Somebody's selling it here. What are they after? Right, stops down there, right? They can't get it. So if this is the 1, which is that's an ugly 1. You're gonna have to do 1, 2. Oh shit, this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's go 15. Can we get anything more out of that? There's a clear 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not the greatest start I've ever seen, but we could stick with it here. I mean, it's tradable, right? I wouldn't be going with size here, but you might get a little run out of that. So does that have enough of what we're looking for? Okay, well if this holds as the one, which is already it's a little shaky on that as it is. If that holds as the one and that's the two, okay, well that's likely not the three. This would just be the one of the three. So you can kind of map the thing out and say, okay, I got it right. If I get that, oh, okay, well I'm looking for my two. Now I'm looking for the big three. So if you were looking here, and this is a trade, it makes sense, right? See, Monte Crypto and I were just talking about this. So the NFL games this weekend were all very high ratings, right? Everybody, a lot of buzz about it, people talking about it. The NFL's back, the difference between this year and last year, for any of you guys that are sports fans. We do have a course, right? It's just standard procedure, right? Everything done the same way every time, right? So we have a golden corner, or pardon me, we have a corner pocket here, not a golden, since we broke the golden zone. We have it. So if this is going to go 4-5, wouldn't that make perfect sense, right? Get our 80% there. You'd be, and if we get that, of course, you're going to be anticipating, since it's, see, this is where the Elliott can be helpful, right? So we look here and say, well, that's not likely the three. Now, could it be the three? Yeah, could be. We wouldn't even be, we'd barely be at the 100. So if you're mapping this out, if I get the 5 here, well, then you're kind of compromising here, saying, well, shit, that's not the best one I've ever seen, but it's a nice 3 into this. And here, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the C of the B of the A, B, C is clean. So all right, it's not great. Oh, and we got a gap here that kind of fucks it a little bit. All right, is that the 3? It could be, right? So you this is very tradable. Oh, fuck, come here. So, all right, important that holds. We could have, since it's a 1, we could have a diag here, but you'd rather see a nice clean impulse come in there. All right, okay, so if we get that, then we're just sitting here. So you're already a little bit late. As I said, we're a little bit late here. Now, this is a 15-minute, but if we get this, okay, give me the 2 of the 3 because that's the one I'm waiting for. Now you can see, okay, that could make sense. Come in with some of this structure, prior support, resistance, Vegas wave, right? Would we potentially have the Vegas wave flipping here? Oh, let's get these. You guys, I gotta get these brighter. So I think I want those loud and proud, right? Not there yet. Well, it's not surprising, right? Now, if you wait for that to flip, you're gonna let this go, right? You're gonna let the 3 go, right? Now you're gonna trade into the 4, right? Now here by this time, right? We're likely flipped. Now you're into the 5. Okay, well now pull back out. Now remember, we're on a 15-minute, right? Would you feel like you missed a lot here? I mean, we're not even to his first target yet. So don't feel like, oh shit, man, it's already gone. Well, fuck, I missed that one. It's no, not even close, right? So I mean, you could let this thing go and keep this here and say, okay, well, if I got that, if I got that, well, here, right? I mean, here's where I'm looking, not too far from where he is. So if you're looking at this, going, oh yeah, that makes sense. Boy, those are good ratings in the NFL. That's not a bad play. You can let the thing take that initial structure to give you some conviction. Okay, good pivot. All right, is it the 2 out at this degree? All right, so on your watch list. So I would tell you you're a little bit late, right? So here, right there. Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for. So let me see, do I get a 5 that comes out of this confluence down here? Here's my RSI, I got everything going here. I'm struggling at the 50. Now if I get this and I can complete the 5, well then I kind of come back to something like an hourly and say, okay, I got a pretty good idea. I know where I am. I got all the confluence down here. I got the RSI. I got everything working for me, but do I have that 5 yet? So the trade-off here is, okay, you're going to get if you take the early one, you're going to get this first push here, but right off the bat, I don't think you need to get the turn. It's always a choice, right? How aggressive you want to be there. And the other choice is, I think Monte Crypto was talking about this. A couple of members like the same setup. I don't know if they saw the same harmonics, but they were buying out into the May options, right? Which is about right. Again, options. So look here. So the reason that's not a bad thought is because as the market's coming down like that, the calls are just dropping in value hard, right? So when it's down here, puts are expensive, calls are cheap, right? It's just the directional bias of the market. Now, so then it's a question of, well, where are you going to buy? So if you're buying out of the money, remember, and again, Money Crypto and I were just talking about this. If you're buying out of the money, all you're buying is time, right? There's no intrinsic value. So the move has to happen relatively quickly. You can't overstay your welcome in an option trade like that, because every day, tick, 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 that value is coming out of the option. So it has to happen relatively fast. The single, he's an option broker for 10 years. The biggest mistake I saw people make over and over and over again, because options kind of lend itself to it. It requires tremendous discipline, because what you're prone to do is say, well, okay, it's still got a month to go. Let's just see what happens. Right, and if it waffles and you don't get that acceleration, then if enough time passes, it can still go your direction, but it's eaten away. The time decay has been so severe, even unless it goes deeply into the money, you're going to end up losing money anyway because you stayed too long. Right, so keep that in mind. Any of you that are kind of now experimenting with options, you're like, okay, let's keep it simple. I don't need to do calendar spreads or butterflies or any of the crazy shit you can do with options. I'm just going to buy some puts and calls. Okay, well, the one thing I can tell you with absolute certainty, have again 10 years watching, I don't know how many hundreds of people trading the options market. This right here is a great time to buy a call. That's an absolutely terrible time to buy a put. Right? So who's buying puts down here? Oh man, look how far that thing has fallen. I guess it's going to the floor. Right? That's classic retail. Oh, I guess it's safe down here. I guess it's about this. I guess we're safe here to actually short it. What makes the market move. Okay, let me keep moving. That's great work, Grant F, as usual. Okay, so it looks like I got a couple of. I'll let you manage those, Money Crypto. Doesn't look like they're at the right price point. Okay, so let's Gravity Anti giving me Apple. Okay, this ought to be interesting. All right, try to take off a layer. Getting hot in here. It's pouring rain where I am. All right, what do we got, Gravity? On Apple. So, giving me a 2 hour. Oh, I'm already glad to see that. Okay. All right, let's back up here because I like this right here. Okay, interesting. That's good work, right? So this is. He's done a nice job here of dealing with what's there. As I recall, this is one of these has a textbook. We've looked at this before. It's here. One of these had just an absolutely perfect median line tag, or maybe it's that one. So we've looked at this a couple of times. There it is. So here's the 50, and there it is, getting that target right there. So this is why they write code to do this. Excuse me, guys. So if you're coming out of here, when it got here and started that, right, this would be very hard for any of us, right, to say, oh shit, well, I'm just going to stay with it because I know it's going to get there. That would have been very hard to do, and particularly here because you're broken here. If I'm not mistaken, right? Little break there. This would have been very hard to stay with it, and you came down in a 5. So the way he's framed this here, I think, makes the most sense. So if it's, well, we got to look at where it is, right? So that's important here. So so where's your 3? So we don't have a 3. Okay, so let's get your 3. You got to have a 3 somewhere. Let's get it connected here. Oh, that's weird. Why am I not getting that? Are we transparent? Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's quite a 3 we got. Okay, let's just look at that. 1, 2. All right. Gravity, you left me hanging here for a few of these. Okay, so how what do we Where are we? Okay, so this is, oh shit, come here, 12 hour. All right, this is 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, there's a few unaccounted for waves here. What is this? Well, actually, this is important. Sorry, I'm here. I'm just dealing with allergies. God damn, man. Do we need to be in log scale? Is that the problem here? Okay, so gravity, what are you thinking here, man? So if this is 1, 2, well, this gets a little tricky here. Son of a bitch. All right, so see, if this is 1, 2, well, there's, fuck. There's a clear 5. Here, we're going to have to do it the hard way. Oh, come here. All right, so there's a potential 1, 2 with that. Now we're doing it the hard way. Okay, there it is. All right, so we have an overlap here. So that kind of fucks us up here with the idea that, oh, look. Oh, shit, how are we going to do this? Looks like you go... Okay, so let me tell you because I'm doing it in my head and I'm not communicating to you guys here. So if this is 1, 2, well, what is this? Right. So here's what he left out. Okay, so what's that? Right. We don't have a label on it. Well, through process of elimination, there's a couple of things we can do here. What we can't do is go 1, 2, 1, 2. Right. We can't do that. All right, so because we can't have a triangle in the second. So we've got to get to a 4 here. Or something corrective. Oh, shit, gravity. I might want to pull this up. I almost want to pull it up and just look at it on a blank chart here. I might do that. Oh, what do you got here? We got 2. Oh, that's a toughie. Here, I'm going to just... Oh, it's just a little harder for me since I got all your shit on it. Here, let me just... Okay, let me just take a look here. Because I think we've got to account for this, right? So here's the triangle. If I come back to where he is, here's the triangle, which I think is good work. I think he's done the right thing. Oh, shit, actually, I have it over here, so I got to do it this way. Oh, come on. All right, so... Oh, actually, I guess it got rid of it. So he's doing the triangle right here. A, B, C, D, E. All right, so here's the triangle that he's playing. Okay, so we got to put that in the right spot. Okay, so let's label it up. A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so this is a good triangle and a good test. So if we're coming out of that, oh god damn, I don't even know if that matters, but we want to see this be a 4. So coming out of that, this would have to be a 1, 2. Now, do we have it? 3. Well, either whatever we have, we'd have a diag here. Now I can't have that line on there. It bugs me. Okay. All right, so we've already had the overlap. So this is a little tricky. Well, the 1, 2 looks pretty solid, so I think we're kind of stuck with that. Right to the 50, second target. It's not what you'd hope for here. Let's see. Let's go micro here. All right, let's see where we would be. Gravity, I didn't mean to kill all your stuff here. I still got a copy of it. Oh, fuck. Come here. All right, coming off, let's use the COVID low. Here's the COVID low. Do you have 5 there? It sure doesn't look like it, but I definitely don't want to do a 3. Oh, that's a daily. Let's go to the 4 here. This is we got a few nagging overlaps here, which are creating some problems, right? It's so close, you go, fuck, right? So that looks like a pretty solid 1-2. I don't think I have the option to come out of log. I think we got to stay in log. So we got to get this in, we got to get to a 3 here. Oh, that is fucking annoying. Well, you're gonna have to do it as a diag. So this has to go ABC, right? As far as I can tell. All right, so we allow for the overlap. So it looks to me like we'd have to do a 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we can't fucking finish it there. So we want to do it this way. We want to get a 3 in here. 4. All right, so this I think I want to finish this. So maybe I'll rethink that. Maybe I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get this. It's a shitty, not much of a 4. God, I don't love it. Oh God, this is going to take more time than I probably should take here. We got the same problem here, right? We've got an overlap here that's creating problems for us as Elliotticians. That's annoying as hell. Because that sure looks like you could, well, so you got to do it as a series of ABCs. It's frustrating. Well, the alternate is that we're incorrect here, that we don't have we don't have a triangle here, although it sure as hell looks like it. How else could we do this? Oh God, this might take some more time. I can't get to a 3 there unless I do it as an ABC, but that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't have that as the 2, so it'd have to be 1, 2, 3. Oh fuck! I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna have to spend some time with that because this is already two in a row. All right, so rather than get stuck here early on, I will do this as those of you that are watching live, those of you that are watching after the fact. I'm going to need to spend some time with that. So I will post it under the video. It'll be a comment from me once I've got some time to work on this. I will comment under my own under this video here. Members, I'll post it in I'll post it in this channel here. But that's going to take some time. I don't want to bog down here on our second chart. So I will circle back to this, but yeah, it's definitely going to take some more time. Okay, so that I don't get bogged down, let me keep moving. You stumped the band there, Gravity. I can see why you're looking for some input there. That is definitely a toughie. Okay, let me keep moving. Oh God, it's not getting any better over here. James M. giving me Bitcoin here. All right, bottom left. I think I have this. Wait a sec. Bottom left, copy link. I think you gave it to me, and let's start again. See if because it sounds like you changed it. Okay, so we're doing bottom left for Bitcoin. Bottom left. What are we doing here? All right, so coming out of this ugly. Okay, we got algo tag here. This is a 618 algo, so from something below. I think we looked at that. So you give me the 15-minute. Well, this looks like similar to what I had teed up on Friday. That we've got a clear impulse here. You can't go 1, 2, 3, so you're kind of stuck going W, X, Y. So he's got A, B, C. Now here, this is pretty tricky. Looks like we go 1, 2. Can you get that done? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna zig in there. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can actually. So that's nice. So 1, 2, 3. There's a nice triangle. 4, 5. So there's the. Oh, fuck. So we're going to do a 5-3-5, James? 5-3-5-3. Do we have 5? Well, okay, I can load. That one is decent. That's got to be what you're thinking. 5-3-5-3-5 diag into an A wave. Or well, see, I guess you're giving me two possibilities here. Oh, this is ugly. There's no question. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so here, I'm just going to change this color so you can see that a little bit better. Okay, so he's going A, B, C into the B, waterfall C, where we come golden zone. Look at the reaction out of that. Okay, so we've got at the low, we had the 618 down here from the, right, so his 618 algo. We get another one here, meaning we get, oh shit, what are you pulling from here? So we get the corner, so here's the golden corner right here. All right, so our 80% is, it got threatened right there, but look how that down the upsloping trend line of the channel held it to the tick. That's beautiful. All right, so here now, not there yet. Looks like it wants to get there. All right, so if this is 1, 2, I could work for 1, 2, going for the 3. That'd be a 2, 6, 1, 8 of the 3. So to finish out the labeling here, looks like some sort of ugly diag. Looking for 3, 4, 5. That seems reasonable. Okay, let's put that in. Green will stand out a little bit more. So that's next up. All right, you want to see that tag. Now note where that is. Right at the pivot. So it would not be terribly surprising to see this come up here, right? Because right? We don't have to wonder. We know there's going to be a bunch of stops there that you'd pop up there and then bring it right back down just to fuck the people there, and then finish it like that. All right, now, so why do I have that target? Because look where from the golden zone. Right, where's that target? Right there. Right, so you can always look over to the left. Here's the golden zone. I wouldn't bet against that. Now look where we'd be hitting that, right at the upsloping. All right, remember, like this trend line held this perfectly. Now we'd have the upsloping right there. So you'd have this great little hot box up here for a target, which would put us at 39.5. So then you'd be thinking, okay, well, where the hell are we? Do we have a low down here? Whew, that would be, oh God, what a hideous way to start that. Yuck. Oh, let's go to yellow there. So fuck. So you see what that would be doing? That would be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the structure is not horrible, but wow, how are we going to get that to play? Well, it has to be, so if the internal from this 2, it has to be 1, 2 golden zone. We got to get the 3, 4 back to the median line to get the 5. Actually, that flies pretty well. All right, so there would be your internal 3. I guess this is the alternate. This would be a Y. So we'd go, 1 WXY. Oh fuck, how are we doing that? I get ABCW, ABCX, ABC. I got you. Okay, so this would be ABC into a W, ABC into an X, ABC into a Y. So the alternate that he's doing here would be that this is all just corrective. Now, boy, this is going to be very telling. If we can get something out of here that's impulsive, then that's going to start looking good for, well, whether you think the low is in down here at 32, or whether or not you're with me on the idea that the triangle is still threatening, right? So until we can determine whether we've got a 3 or a 5 coming out here, and much of that is a function of how you're counting this last bit down. Is it a 3 or a 5? If we're doing this if this is the 1, 2, and we're going 3, 4, 5, well, where would we be here? Now we're at 45. So let's come back here, right? So this is what we're looking for here is 47 for the relative to the new coin index, 47 to 52. Oh, where'd you go, James? All right, so if we're going to get up here, now we're at 43. So it actually lays out pretty well, right, for the potential triangle. We would just be completing the A, well, fuck, even if we're up here, we'd be completing the A wave at 46. So if I pull that back out, it plays pretty nicely, actually. This would be, I know you can't see in there, but there's the 5. This would be the A, B, right, 52, right? So this is where the 50 is. So we get something like that. A, B, C, triangle. All right, then the triangle comes in right here. And then to put that together, right, and again, I'm kind of repeating myself from Friday, but right now we're right here, right? So here now we're in the pocket where we're looking for that reaction right in line with his channel. Right? So if that's what we've got here, if as we laid it out, is it's ugly start, but if this is going to hold as a 5, 3, 5, right? What we're looking for, ideally, we just see a zigzag here if we want to make it easy. Bitcoin rarely gives you what's easy. ABC, right? And then you're looking for DE. Okay, I think that's very creative work, James. I think you've got a real contender down there. But I'll go with you buying me a drink, though. 1, 2, right? So this is the odd bit, right? That we're going to go 1, and then we're going to do a 2 like this. A little funky. You can almost look at it and say, oh, shit, looks like a perfect head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder, right? But now if we start to roll, we invalidate that. It's got some work to do. But underway, so that's good work, James. I know you were shorting earlier, right, on the idea this was all corrective. Sounds like perhaps maybe you're going to let this finish here. So if this goes 3, we get the median line 4, 5. Now, I'm guessing you're going to start looking on the long side. Okay, let me keep moving so I don't get stuck. Okay, ZZ Anderson. What are we doing, ZZ? We're doing SC. Oh, is that Siacoin? What are we doing here? Okay, hang on. SC, I think I want to say Siacoin. God, I haven't seen them in a while. They were a hot alt for a while. Yeah, they're there. Siacoin. They were hot for a while. I don't know what happened to them. They kind of fell off the radar. Okay. Okay, Siacoin on a daily on Kraken. Okay, nice 5. A. What are we doing there? Yeah, I see it. Well, so what else do you do with this? So this clearly a 5. How do we get this to be corrective? Well, that's a pretty good swing at it. So 5 down into the A, then he's going to go A, B, C into the B, and then, I mean, that's, of course, right? Is that what you're hoping to see as an elitician? No, but could it play that way? Well, oh, God, what else are you going to do with it? This completes. There's no question about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we complete here. There's 3 into an A. This is it's just funky that we would go A, B, C, but I think he's actually done the best you could do with it here. Although this is questionable. Really, we're going that far down. So, wow, kind of interesting call, ZZ. So his thought is that we're going to go A, B, and we're looking for a C way down here, right? So it would end up looking like that with the C down here. Now there's the pattern, right? That all the market ever does, right? At varying degrees, that's all it ever does, right? So if you're leaning into that, boy, that's a long way to go. Well, so my trouble with this, just right off the bat, is look how much time that would be relative to the 1. It's just way, like the balance is way off there. Not that everything has to be perfectly balanced, but this would make me reluctant to pursue this count because of that. That's my 2. I mean, of course, could be. But if I was looking for a new place to put capital, that's not a setup that I would gravitate to and say, oh, that's top of my watch list. Now, ZZ maybe just giving us something. Maybe it's a coin he's in. He's got some, old bags here. Or, he just fired it up out of the blue. I don't know that this is great looking. Well, fuck. Look where we are here. Now as I get to the right-hand side of the chart, what do we got here? Right? Do you see this every day? Almost every asset will have this at some point, at some time degree. Now here we're doing it on a daily, so you're just in an algo box, right? So what's the advantage? Well, Jesus. Look here. So ping, right? Golden zone. Oh, that looks like an ABC, right? You're probably stuck with that 3, 4, 5. This is a 5. No, all day, right? We don't have to argue about that. Call it a 3. That looks 4-ish. 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, it looks like that's an ABC. So it looks like he can do that as a 5, right? So there's a 5, there's a 3, and looks like he's starting on the. He's got one more down here. That looks like it's finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so they were on a daily. Let's go to the hourly. Is that enough to get started down here? So the idea would be, okay, if we're in a range and we're just going from one golden zone to the next, could you be done? This is the, right? Standard ops, right? What do we do? How can we help determine where we are, right? So I can see that's potentially a 1, that's a 2, that's potentially a 3. We didn't get 1, 6, 1, 8, but that's certainly far enough, and I can see the subdivision there. There's an A, B, C into the 2, so even if I'm just kind of looking, I go, okay, what do I got here? Do I have? Oh, fuck me, come here. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 1, 2? Well, we're trying to finish it as an ABC. It's hard to get around that, right? That's a 1. That's a 5 out of the chute, 2. That looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? I think you're stuck with that. I think you got to go to. Let's see. So this is our B of our Y, so we're trying to get a C, so I'm looking for 5 here. I want to call that the 4. Well, there's no way around this, right? That you're stuck with that. 1, 2. So I'd probably truncate here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like that's you gotta account for that. Okay, what is it? All right, so there's 1, or A, B, C into the 2. Oh, that's no help. Let's get you out of here now. Okay, let's label it up. See if this makes sense. If that's a 1 and that's a 2. Looks like that has more to go. So let's change that up here. All right, so that looks like a shallow 2, but that's got to be accounted for, right? And there's a clear 3. So one thought is we're already done, right? So we could do it this way. So we could do it from here. We could do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're done. Oh, pardon me, we're done with the 3. All right, so let's get these in the right degree. Put that in that. Okay, so big extension in the 5th. All right, we hold the 1. All right, so the impulses are clean. Clean impulse. Nice 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. What did we do there? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B. Looks like that's the C's going in there. It's hard to say, right? You're kind of right in the middle, and there's no support there. Oh fuck, let's go to 2. What am I? Oh, God damn it! It's always annoying, right? You want to go in a little bit more, and it won't do it. I'd probably be looking here. This looks like a pretty good channel here. I'm in log scale, so I can't do it. Okay, let's see if we can try this. Something along those lines here to try and bring this down here. Now the assumption would be, well, let's just do it. Right? So if this is, let's see how the two measure out. If this is the 1, that's the 2. How do we look here? Well, we're long enough. If that's the 4, here would be the 100 length of the 1, 618, also not uncommon for a. I mean, his target here is actually quite good. So because it looks like we might have this is only slightly longer. I mean, it's a pretty good looking 1 from the 2. So to only get the 618 wouldn't be shocking. I'd be paying attention right here. Now note here we'd be breaking the golden zone. There's the 1618. Now here's the, oh shit, what's that? I think that's the 707 here. So I'd want to see a character change here, right? So can I get a higher high, right? Something along those lines. Then I like it. It's a little iffy here. Let's go back to that 4. So one side's got to break, right? Eventually one side breaks. They always do. Oh shit! This would be? That's the 2. It's the size of that. A, B. 2, 3. Well, wait a second now. So he's doing it as a possible C here. If this is. Oh, here, hang on a second. God, now here I want these bigger and I can't see them. Let's put that brighter here. Okay, so let's go back to that longer term. One, 2, 3, 4. So it's a long way to get there, but really all we're doing is looking for that. Right now, this is interesting, right? So if we get there, we got to pay attention to this, right here. All right, so that's actually setting up pretty nicely. So we don't want it to overlap. If this is going to hold as an impulse, so note here, so this is another good example here where the Elliott is helpful. Right? So after doing all of that, you come back to it and you say, okay, well, if that's the 1, 2, and we're working for the 4, well, I've got a 5, I got a 3, I got a 5. Given the size of that, I want this to be an impulse. Oh, the shape of it is all wrong for a diag. So, and particularly, oh, fuck, where are we coming from? From that 5. I don't like it as a B. I think it's 2 here, back where I was. I think this is 2 separate. I don't want to connect this. Well, let's see if I can say that this way, right? So if I go this way, I don't want this to all be relative to this. This looks to me like we're starting something else. So right, so you'd have to do it A, B, C, right? There's your 2. And now we're trying to get into the 1 of the 3 or the 3. 1, 2, 3, right? So I got 5, I got 3, I got 5. I've got a more complex 3 going in here, but as long as I don't overlap that 1, I'd be inclined to be thinking that's what I got right there. So just the reason I always draw it this way, because it brings your eye to what are we really looking at here? Does that look right? Does that look right? Could this be 1, 2, 3? That's a big 4, but okay, I can understand it. Right? That wouldn't keep me out of the trade. I'd certainly want some geometry in here. Oh fuck, we're still in log scale. So I'd want to do something along these lines. Oh, well, here's the target right here. Well, let's do a channel. Here's the 1 I'm trying to avoid. Do it like that. I'd probably throw a set of median lines on as well, just for the guidelines. All right, so I got all of that kind of teeing me up there. This is actually spent since they broke it. So this is what matters right in here. So can we get this puppy to hold in here? Need to hold 707 to, right? So he's already got it, right? He knows it. ZZ knows, right? So as long as we don't overlap here, candidate, right, could be the 4 into the 5, right? So you'd be, oh shit, I wouldn't not use the median line. But it's a little bit, it's not what you'd hope for, right? So 3, it's a big 4 relative to the 5. I'd keep it on the watch list, because if you come down into here and it holds and we don't threaten this and you start to head back up, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You can see it, right in here. If we can get that 4 in here, you'd have the C right? So we'd have finished it just as we were mapping it out. 1, 2, the 3 is in. There's the 4. One more down for the 5. I've got the A, B, C. 5, 3, 5. Zigzag in the 4. All right, so nice work, ZZ. Good one. I haven't looked at that one for a while. Shit, I can't remember what they do. They were very hot. 18, 19. I used to do a lot of those. All right, let me keep moving. Good work, ZZ. That's one for you guys here. Okay, so valet. Did I say that? Valet. Valet. Giving me. Fuck, I can't tell what the asset is. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, what are we looking at here? Theta token. Oh, I've seen this one before. Well, this looks interesting. Okay, Theta. Another one that kind of fell out of favor. All right, well, always interesting when you're looking at it on a line chart. So my guess is there's a lot of chop in here. That it's not terrible. So, valet, if I'm saying that right, why the line chart? Are you just making it easier to see, you think? Yeah, I don't think you need, I mean, either way, right? If that's easier for you to spot it, right? It's usually when there's a bunch of weirdness, or you've got an aberrant wick where you can just say, wait a minute, what actually happened there? Well, this is very good work. So you got a nice diag. So it's okay. So coming off of the low, there's the COVID low. Oh, wait a second. Did we hold that? Nope, we didn't. Okay, so we got a mistake there. That's all right. These happen. Right? It's easy to miss it. Okay, so we cannot ever, that's like a rule you can't allow to break. So there's no way around that, right? So that, we got to invalidate that. So this would be, oh, shit, let's keep it simple. All right, base of support. The only thing that has to happen here is we have to eliminate 1 degree. Okay, so what are we calling that? Does it matter? I don't know that it matters. But here's the hard low. That's a baseline of support. Here's the low we're going to start the count from. Well, it matters. If this was 1, 2, and we were doing 3, 4, it would matter in the depth of the retracement that you're looking for. So we got to put this one here, right? So that's one we're going to eyeballing. Oh, pardon me. We don't even need it, right? Since we've already completed here. So 1, 2, 3, that's a classic 4, right? Sideways, condense. We're not doing anything. We're not advancing the trend. Pop up for the 5. Okay, so we got a nice looking, well, so let's put it in context. So this would be, oh, here, let's just brighten it up a little bit so we can see it. Okay, so there's a 1. We'd be looking for 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go up to something, right? Oh, it's a little much. Okay, so we got a 1. We got a candidate for a 1. What is it you like here? What is it you like? What do you like? What's your input there? Oh, the 200. Okay, all right, that'll work. All right, so we got a 200 EMA there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's good. Right now we are in log scale. Yeah, we need to be in log scale. All right, so clear 5 coming down. Right, so this is nice work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so we got to account for it. Leading diag. Looks to me like it's not. Just out of curiosity. All right, so things to look for. Oh fuck! Here, hang on. Ah, God damn it! Come here. Let's see how that 5 is. So if this is the 3, and that's the 4. Well, let's see if we do it this way. It's not ideal, right? We'd want the 5 as a leading diag. We'd want the 5 longer than the 3. But here's where purists have to compromise a little bit. So A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, you do it A, B, C. So you get there. Triangle into the B. That's nice work, ballet. Nice. All right. That's one of the last things that people get. Oh, wait, that's right. I can do a triangle in the B. Okay, so A, B, it's good work. All right, it's nicely done. All right, A, B. So what? All right, so we're looking for, if we're looking for a C, we know we're looking for a 5. So we could come out of here 1, 2. Fuck. Let's see. Let's go down to a 4-hour. Maybe that's why you're in a. Okay, so here's the E right here. That's the B. Well, that's not a great start. On a 4-hour, so you'd have to go 1, 2, 3. A, B. Oh fuck! Do I want to try to finish that? Well, here let's okay. When in doubt, okay, let's do back to basics. What did the algo do last? Right. So we got a little break here. So let's go back 1, see how that looks. Oh, we can go to the dominant. I'm probably okay with the 50 there. Already got first target. So it looks like this swing here is being corrected here. I don't want that to be connected. Right? So I want, same kind of thing, right? This is something that I've just learned from doing this for a long time. Here's what I don't want to do. 4, 5, right? It just is all wrong, right? Just look at that, right? So that's the advantage. That's why I draw these out. Like, what is okay? Is that really what I'm going to put money at risk on? That's the 5 I've got? No. I wouldn't. This is, again, doing this for a long time. I don't want them connected. If anything, this looks like a 3. It looks like it's A, B, C. Oh, let's see if this is any better here. This is the one that broke. So this is the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'd be inclined to do it this way. Since as it is right now, we might be wrong here. Oh, what's the alternate? Okay, so let me back up for a second. What are we after? We're after a 2. The 2 is, man, you got weird color. Okay, let me brighten that up a little bit. Oh, here, we'll do it that way. Okay, so now we can see them. Okay, so here's the 50. Here's what we're after in the 2. Now, it doesn't have to come down here, but that's the range we'd be looking for. So one of the alternates that we'd have here, since with the triangle, I don't think we have to argue about the triangle. The triangle is solid. So we're looking at this saying, okay, could that, if this is A, B, C, well, I need a 5 to come down here. That's not a great looking start on one. At a distance, it looked more like, okay, maybe I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that would still be a contender in play. Maybe it's ugly, but maybe, right? 1, 2. So you're going to truncate here, this being 4, 5. All right, so I got to truncate it. You know, if kind of you're stuck with it, but that also looks like a 3. Let's go down to the 1. One, 2, 3. So little things that are really that matter, right? So you look at that and go, "Fuck, does that really matter? Does that matter?" Yeah, it matters. It does, right? Again, I've done this for so long that going, oh, fuck it, it's only a couple of ticks, right? I promise you that will get you in trouble more often than not. But I'm looking at this because this looks to me more like it's just a big 3. This looks like I'm doing a 3. So if I'm doing a 3, that makes me come back here and say, well, what else could that be? God, I suppose actually I could do it here. I could do it like this. A, B, C is a candidate here for that to go that way. I think that may be a cleaner finish, right? So this is the impulse. A, B, oh fuck, can you get a triangle there? A, B, C, D. You might, actually. You might be able to squeeze one in there. Like that. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boy, that's an ugly finish, but that could fly. A, B, C. All right, so it's either 1 or A, B, another fucking 3, right? It looks like another 3. You'd have to go 1, 2. Well, actually, you'd have to go 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So we can't because of that overlap and because of what follows here. So let's just count it out. Okay, if that's 1, that's 2. That's not likely to be 3. It doesn't look like a diag, right? Does it? So 3, 4, and 5 are still to come. Here, let's go. Micro. Okay, 1, 2. Looks like a little bit more 3-like. Okay, so let's measure it. All right, when you get. All right, you guys know I haven't seen these before, so I just go through the same process I would if I was just sitting here by myself. All right, so A, B, C. Okay, so I'm good there. So 1, 2 looks like. All right, certainly have the length. I don't like that. Kind of the same problem. I prefer not to do this. 3, 4, 5, right? You see how the balance of that is all wrong, right? It's just wrong. I mean, fuck, it could be, right? But that's not. I don't want to put money at risk on that. So you're gonna have to dig. So I want this whole thing here to be self-contained, right? So this now is already correcting that. So if we're trying to label that, I'd go 1, 2, 3. Some sort of 4 going in there. I don't know if it's done yet. 4, 5. Well, let's take that down. Oh. Go yellow here. Okay, so 1, 2. Now, see, it's a better shape here. So what I would end up with is something like this. Okay, now give me my 4 here. Now I get it. Now that has a much better, as Elliott would say, the right look. Okay, that looks much better than that little fuck thing that we had here, 3, 4, 5, right? They're not connected the right way. So now just looking at that coming back the other direction, if that's there, okay, well, okay, could that be it? Could be. It doesn't look. That looks like the A, working on the B, and we got one more to go. Now it's kind of the same thing. You really don't want this going that high. What do we do here? It looks like that's a nice technical pivot. I get that. Oof, that's close. Did that break? It looks like it did. Ever so slightly it did. So we go back one. There it is. All the more. All right. Could this be 1, 2, 3? Nope. Got to do 1, 2. You got to do it this way, right? So we're still looking for the 3 down here. 4, 5, and this. Oh, here this has got to go way up. Let's go minuet. Put that in green. Okay, let's pull back out. All right, where are we? I'm down the rabbit hole. Okay, so 1, 2. We are still seeking the 3 down here. This actually plays better because of the range of where we are. Okay, so we're looking for this all still yet to come. All right, now we just drew it. Remember here, this is the 50 of the golden zone. That's what we're looking for the 2. Here, let me take that up a degree. I'll put that in yellow again. Okay, so let me go back out to a 4 hour here. See, this starts to come together, which is why I do it this way. Because what I want when I do it, when you're down here on the hourly, you put that whole thing together. Now, when I pull back out to the large one, and I've just done some projections, I want to see it coming in like, oh fuck, perfect, right where I was looking for it. It's kind of a pleasant little surprise. Oh, well, hey, well, that's right. That finishes right where I'm looking for it. So now, what else can we add to it? Well, if this is going to hold as an A, because the alternate here is staring us. Well, pardon me. Let's see if that's a 1. Nope, can't be that way. We can't. Well, we could actually. Pardon me. All right. So if this is a 1, we could do a WXY. So if this is going to go A, B, C. Right, then we like, oh, okay, it's WXY because I can finish it with a 3 that way. Right now, I wouldn't go there just yet because the roadmap here suggests, oh, there's the 3, the 4, and the 5 is going to bring me in right down here at the 50 for the 2, which is what I'm looking for. Oh, fuck, if I come 12. Right here, right. 1, 2. So all I'm after here is this, A, B, C. Okay, can we get there? Looks like we're on our way. 1, 2, all right, so here it is, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets me there, right? It has the right look. That's the look we're after. You're not always going to get it, but when you see it, well, now if I'm down here, if I get that and I finish that 5, I know exactly where I am. Doesn't mean I've got a winning trade on my hands, but it means I trade this with conviction. And you have to get to that point where you say, okay, I've done the analysis. I see right where here. I can see right where I'm anticipating some structural support. Oh shit! Well, fuck, we're a little fucked here. The volume profile less useful when you're in log scale, but I'm right here. So I take this trade. You kind of want to get to that point where you're taking, and you're like, you know what, right or wrong, I take that trade 100 out of 100 times because all of this teased me up, right? It's all perfectly just what I'm looking for. I'm right in the spot where I'm looking for it. Now you want to be a little more conservative. Okay, I'm on a 12-hour, go down to the 30-minute and wait for the little pullback, right? So then I've got a much lower risk here. And if it pops, well, fuck, okay, it looks like it was going to go golden zone. Okay, losing trade. But you can't. You got to get to the point where you just take the trade and you say, what will be, right? I'm taking the trade because it fits my trade plan. I've done the analysis. I've got all the qualifications. I'm right where I'm anticipating the pivot. So I take it and then release it. Release yourself from the trade emotionally, because you can't get so connected to every trade like, oh God, this is the one. I really need this one. As soon as you need a trade to be profitable, I can almost guarantee you it won't be. You want to get out of that state of mind like, oh, fuck, man, I blew it on that last one. Boy, this one, if I can get this one, then I'll be good. Right? That is, I can guarantee you, you're going to be a massive loser. There has to be an emotional detachment that I've done the work. It's right where I'm anticipating it to go. It's stalling here. Now, again, you want to be a little more conservative. Wait for the little push. Wait for the reaction. If it's me down here, I might I'll often do just a little nibble there. Okay, well, I'll take a little, let me give an appetizer. Right now, if I get a 2 here, now I can add a little bit because I've already got a little bit of profit here. I know right where my stop is, because if it does this, I don't want to rationalize and go, oh, okay, all right, fuck, okay, I guess it's going to the golden zone, because as soon as you do that, as soon as you move your stop, guarantee is going to do that. And you say, okay, well, now it's at the golden zone, I'm sure it's going to hold here. Guarantee it'll do that. Because all you had to do was just have the discipline to take the fucking little loser there. And that's the single biggest problem we run into with traders. Well, I fucking moved the stop, and I don't know. I thought it was going to go. So then I waited, and then I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, now here, you want to become a hodler? That's how it happens. And then you just, oh, well, okay, we're back in that demand zone here, so I'm good with this. I'm just going to ride it out. Now, whatever capital you parked in that trade is locked and loaded, right? You can't touch it until it gets back out. Why? All because you didn't want to take that little baby loser. Your ego was so fragile. Oh, fuck, man. I don't want to take a loss. You can't trade successfully that way. You can't, scared money never profits, right? You can't be scared of the market. You have to have done the TA. It's right where I want it. There's the reaction I'm looking for. I take the trade, put the stop on it, and I keep my fucking hands off the mouse. Very easy to say. Very hard to do. As soon as that starts to pull back, you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, I don't want to get stopped out. Here's another thing to be careful of, right? I've done this myself. Well, all right, fuck. It's going to get my stop. All right, I'll just bail now. Right. Oh, it's close. They're going to get me. Right. And as soon as then that'll happen. It's just a funny thing about the market, right? It will school you one way or another, right? It always punishes mistakes. So if you do that, well, fuck, man, you had your stop set, you had your target in. Why are you getting out early? Well, I didn't want to take the full stop. Okay, well, if you didn't want to take the full stop when you originally set the trade up, why are you trading with more than you can afford to lose here? What'd you do, lever it up? Well, I was really sure it was going to go. Well, then, so I gave it a little more room, right? These are all the things that we all do, right? It's just, I know, I've been doing this for so long. I know everything that you're thinking at every moment only because I've been thinking the same thing at that same moment hundreds of times, or watched clients do the same thing, have that conversation with me. Well, hey, Sam, I know that's, well, okay, I'm going to give it a little more time. Or that option has more time, so let's hold on to it. Those are the mistakes that grind your account down over time. Take the fucking stop. Take it. It's a little one, right? Again, I always come back to the boxing analogy. You cannot get into the fucking ring and say, well, I'm just not going to get hit. I'm going to get into professional boxing, right? Because that's where I'm going to be a professional. I'm going to get in, but I'm not going to get hit. No one's going to hit me. Right? It hurts to get hit. I don't want to get hit. But I want to be a professional boxer. Doesn't make sense, does it? All right, went on a little rant there. Didn't mean to, but I ended up there. Every now and then it just comes over me. Okay, that's good work. I kind of wish I knew how to say it. I want to say valet, but I feel like I'm putting the, what do they call that? An accent grave on that? Anyway, VLLE. I don't know how to say it. Valet is what I'm going with. Okay, so this is all set up here. So this is all, and after all of that tirade, what are we doing here? We're just waiting for this thing to end that trend. Down, down, down. Lower, low, lower, high. Lower, low, lower, high. Lower, low, lower, high. Lower, low, lower, high. When does it change, right? Would this be up, high, or low? Take the trade. All right. One rant in. Maybe I keep it to just one today. Frade 57. I always like his work. What do we got, Frade? Doing RND. He always gives me stuff that's good to work with. All right, Frade. Render. Fuck, I don't know this one. Render? I don't know where you guys find these. Render token. Never even heard of it. All right, must be a good one. Okay, so a couple things I just do just to clear up space. Not that I ignore volume. I don't. We're doing this analysis here. Okay. What are we doing, Frade? Let me pull out a little bit. I got to see where we are. So we're not in log scale. Interesting. Did you give it to me in log? Oh, did you give it to me in log scale? Nope, you didn't. Okay, so, I'm thinking we want to be in log scale here, Frade. I mean, look at the range there. I'm thinking we do. Let's get it back here. Okay. All right, so I got a little bit of a message. We completed subminuet degree here, and the current proposed subminuet 4 is an X. Okay, so this would be how are we doing an X there? Well, already I see a few problems with it. Not with his work, but just. Okay, so let's do. We have everything accounted for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So nice leading diag, right? Look at the nice detail he's done here, right? Frade knows what he's doing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got a good 1 here. ABC, nice finish, right? I got every swing is accounted for into my 2 here. Now this is not ideal, right? So this, you're kind of stuck with it, right? So you see he's well, he didn't label it, but you can see why he's doing it this way. That's definitely a 4, right? We can just look at it and tell. They have a common look. Now, what else would you do with that, right? So you might think 1, 2, 1, 2, but he kind of runs out of steam here. Well, let's see. Oh, that's an ugly one, isn't it? Oof, look how you're gonna have to do this, boy. What a. You'd have to do it. Jesus, that is ugly. 5 like that. Whew, that's hideous. Ugh, fuck, I guess we're stuck with that. Well, that's not uncommon. You're going to find stuff where it's really, is that legit? Fuck, who knows? Well, coming off of this pivot, it is legit. All right, that's clear, right? We got a clear 5. This being the tell, right? There's your 4. Doesn't overlap the 1. 1, 2, 3. Oh fuck. 2. Oh, that's gnarly. Well, so he's kind of making do here. What are we on, a 4 hour? Yeah, it's kind of what's there. No subdivision, maybe not as critical here. What do we see here, right? We have to wonder if that's impulsive. It's just a straight fucking rip, right? So odds are it's impulsive. But what does it relate to? So here's his invalidation point, right? So if this is the 1, looks like he's got it labeled here anyway. Oh, I don't hate it. All right. I check here, see if I've got any confluence here. Length of the 2 projected from the proposed 3. How do I look in here? There's the we've already gotten through. There's the 1618175 right here. Oh, how's that confluence there with the length of the proposed A from the B? We'd be coming in at the 1275, so this coming in right here is not bad. Well, this isn't bad because it's, you know, here's what you'd rather have had, right? So you're kind of stuck with it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. It feels like it wants to go diag, right? That looks more because of the depth here. So you can look at it and say, boy, this is kind of a missed opportunity because what you wanted was this, right? You wanted that to be your 3, but it didn't play ball, right? This is what you wanted, right? Now we're like, oh, 1, 2, 3. I know exactly where I am. All right, doesn't cooperate. So it's starting to feel, it feels more like a 2, like we completed something up here, but I don't see a clean way to get there. 1, 2. So I think you're kind of stuck here if you're going to trade this with exactly with the way he's got it mapped out, right? So here's the support that needs to hold. Let's get in there. How far did we go? 138. Here's the one that we're working with. Let's bring that down. Okay, let me brighten this up so we can see that a little better. Let's put that in green. Okay, so A, right? So I like that. I like the 5 into the A. It's a little truncation here. It's all right. So it's essentially a double bottom. 3 into the B. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boy, that 4 is bigger than you'd want here. I'm just going to clean some of this up just so we can see in there. What are we doing here? I'm just so I can see where we are. Okay, so he's looking for the short here. Ooh. Well, okay, so why do I say ooh? Because look at the 2 relative to the 4. It makes me I would be a little uncomfortable with that, right? So doesn't mean I wouldn't take it, but that's, again, it's kind of not like, look at that 4 relative to that 2. This is awfully big for a 2. Or, pardon me, for a 4 relative to that 2. Now, so if it's technical, it's got to be technical, right? So I'm sure Freyd would, right, that's why, right? So, here, let's see how we are two from the 2. Oh, did we break? Looks like we might have broken just slightly. If I'm spot on there. Oh, we got a clean break there. There it is. Oof. Well, that's a bit of a judgment call, right? So it's more vulnerable, right? Since we've had one break there. Well, it's not a bad trade because you're so close to invalidation, right? So one of the things we always want to try and do is enter the market as close to where you're wrong as you possibly can, right? So then the risk reward is so good. Here, I can't even get that up a little bit. There we go. Why let's get that a little brighter. Get that red a little brighter so we can see it. Okay, right. So look at the risk, right? So if he gets the 3rd, well, that's 8 to 1. That's awfully close, right? So I don't know that I would take that. I mean, you can take a flyer on that. That is a 4-hour. Do we really have a good 3 there? Ugh. I don't know, Fred. How do we look there? It's getting pretty skinny in there. Well, you can see the alternate is kind of right in your face, right? You can see the potential for this to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? You can kind of see that. I'm sure Freyd has considered that. That's why the tight stop. I mean, I'd even be tighter. I'd use this. Maybe give it a little bit for the stop pump that might be there, but that looks like that could be a 5 going in, which would not play well here. Okay, let's just back up for a sec. Okay, so if this is me, what am I doing? I don't, can't say I love this. Right, so already for the 4 to go to 6 to break the golden zone from the 2. I can't say I love that, right? So that's really not what you want for your 4. He's got decent targets down here. I mean, again, you know, if you just jonesing for a trade, that's probably the best risk reward, the least amount of risk you could put on here. But again, I think that's dangerous. I'd probably pass on this one. Afraid I don't love it that much, unless you particularly, if you think this thing's about to tank. You know, to the benefit of the way you're approaching this, that doesn't look like it's an impulse getting started. But this does look like we finished some. Oh fuck! Did we? Here. Oh, God damn it! Come here. If that's the one. Let's see, that's annoying. There's kind of that same problem. Okay, so how could we finish that? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we already have the overlap. Oh fuck, A, B, C. It looks actually. That looks like a 5. Looks like. What do I got here? This is gonna move. Oh fuck. I'm gonna hide that. That's not what I wanted to hide. I want to hide this fucker. Okay, we complete the subminuet degree, and it's an X wave. Yeah, I might be inclined to think that. Actually, right where you started here, Frayed, and this is. Actually, I think I like that better. So he's giving you the alternate here that we went A, B, C. So it would be this way. So it would be, fuck, come here. A, B, C. And then we're doing, so that would be the W. Here's the X going in, right? Could have more going to it, right? So I'd like that better since you've already broken from the 2 to the 4. You've broken the golden zone. So while, okay, shit, it still could happen. If this is the X wave going in via A, B, C, then we're looking for an A, B, C to get the Y done. Right, for the potential 4 over here. But boy, look at the size of that 4. It's getting pretty meaty. Right, if we invalidate here, I want to call this the 2. But I don't, yeah, I just don't. Here's what I'd do. I'd wait. Right, I'd wait for that. Or if you're anxious to get, I mean, he's shorting it, so. If you got down here and then I got this, then I might take that, looking for the 5. Something like that, right? If we don't overlap this 1 here and I can hold on to the idea I've got an impulse and it's just going to be kind of an oddly shaped one. Would I have any geometry there? That's the next question. If I'm a buyer here, well, so we'd have this channel, which he has drawn on it, and we'd probably put some median lines on it as well. Although this looks like it's going to be pretty steep. I'd probably play with both. I'd consider each. I like the angle here better. And if that from our low here, I think we just had this on. I took it off. I get right there. So there's our 50. So you'd have a golden corner, or pardon me, a corner right here. As long as we don't overlap that pivot, right? So you'd have your your corner right here. 80% would be hot. So he's looking to play this on the way down to finish it. Right, that's personal choice whether you want to take that trade, right? It's not a bad one. Right, 1, 2 is the one I want. To get into 3, 4, and get to that median line. Or at least get to that target from the algo play that's right there. If it's me, Frayed, I'd wait, see how this resolves. Do we hold the 1, and then I'd go into the 1, 2 here, right? Trying to get into the 5. That's what I see. I wouldn't fuck around with that little short. I mean, I know you're offering up trade ideas. It's not good enough. Could be this, could be an X, could be the 4. I'd wait. I'd just let it come down. Okay, what are we doing? Then you're going to know, because if we invalidate here, then something else is going on, right? And this is maybe an ABC, and the whole fucking thing starts all over again. All right, let me keep moving here. Good. Oh, wait, I got 2 from Frayed. OMG. Let me get this one. OMG. 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 Oh, Mise Go. I knew it. Mise Go. Okay, another one. Man, all the old classic alts are back in style. we got here? Mise go. Oh, shit. Here, so this is my working. Oh, let's pull back. The uncountable. Yeah, what do you do with that? The uncountable. Okay, well, let's put it together. Okay, so we're coming off of a very long leading diag. It looks like we've got a good one, though. Not in log. Why are we not in log? We got to be in log. All right, so, all right, given the range here, was that our COVID low? COVID low of 28 cents. Well, it's almost 10 to 1, right? So we can certainly look in log scale. I know it makes the analysis a little more annoying, but oh, shit, how else are you going to trade that? Let's see. So, well, let's measure it. Here, 3. It's log scale, right? So we're fine here. So 3 longer than 1, 5 longer than 3. So I've got a textbook. That may be why he gave it to me out of log scale. So textbook leading diag, right? Right by the book. 5 longer than 3, 3 longer than 1. All right, but I do think, right, that's just to qualify it, right, as we come down now, and it looks like he has it in maybe not. I'd be looking in log scale. So this is the, so he's got a little Monty magic here. So we've got monthly and weekly levels on here. That's the 2 that we'd be looking for is a little bit lower. All right, so there's, let's see, his colors are just different than mine here. So let me do it this way. Oh, here. Okay, just so it stands out a little bit more, and it's just what I'm used to looking at. Okay, so here's my target down here for the C. So he would have, well, we can go a little bit lower, right? If this is the 3 going in now, so we're trying to do, oh, what are we doing here? Ooh, I don't like that. Fred, is this what you're thinking? That we're doing this? That we're doing A, B, C? Well, okay, maybe I would not want to trade something where I thought that's what it was, right? So it would make you think, okay, something else likely going on here. So, oh, well, this, okay, so this looks all very 4-like, just sideways. We break out of the congestion. Candidate for that to finish, but boy, I don't like that. Ooh. All right, Fred, I know you're too good to give me something that bad, so it must be really ugly in here. Man, it sure looks like it. Oh, fuck. I see your problem. Well, so one thought right off the bat here is that this could be just a double top, and you got a slight truncation there. Would that get any? Oh God, that is ugly. A, B, C. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take that off, Fred, just for a second here, just to see if there's another way we can look at this. Okay, so I suppose you might be able to get away with this for, you'd have to do the 1 here and truncate it. A, B, C, skinny, A, B, C, some abortion. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Right, so it's ugly correction, truncate. Let's see if I'm out of the log scale. Is that long enough? Yeah, it looks like it is. Right, so 3 is longer than 1. So I could do it the other way. Let's go back to log here. Well, let's not go there just yet. Let's see if I can find a better way to finish that. All right, so this, I mean, that's valid. So, but right off the bat, I don't want given what's come. Now, you wouldn't know, right? At this point, ABC would have been fine. Oh, ABC, great, I got it. But now, oh, I don't think so. If anything, I'd want to be looking to complete something. If that's 1, 2, I want to complete something. So let's consider an alternate here. This is potentially B or let's count it out, right? Okay, so this is 1, 2. Yuck. Well, you might be. Oh God, that's a horrible finish. Are we stuck with that? Well, what are the things we can use to guide us? All right, now there's a log scale 2618. Boy, do you really have it there? That is kind of it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might. If we do that, I don't think you can finish it. Unless that were your 2. I don't think you can, right? So I think you're kind of stuck with this. All right, let's see if we can back our way into it. So if that's the A, could this be just a sideways B? Oh, fuck, come here. Boy, that is ugly. Well, let's just play it out here. So let's see if I can get you something. So it would have to be this. I like this better, that this is all self-contained. So it would have to be some sort of ugly B over here. Let's see if we can finish that there. Micro. Oh, put it back in blue. Okay, so you see what I'm after here is I want this all to be one. I want it to be complete here. I don't want to try and connect this to this. So A, looks like we can do it, just barely. Now that's a 2 hour. We're gonna have to go down and we're gonna have to get a 5 into that. So we got to get. Can we do it? All right, so this would have to be, can we do it through a WXY? Well, that looks like 4, 5, right? So I don't hate that. So that looks like you might go something like that. There's a perfect ABC into the 5, right? So that ABC is kind of guiding me into that. So this would have to be B here. So this would have to, oh fuck, A, B, C. I need to get a 5 out of that, so I could do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so it's there to do. Okay, so I think we can make that fly. All right, so this would be A, B, C. Eesh. Well, of course, the B is not what you'd hope for there. It's just taking too long. W X, no, it doesn't play that way, right? So you're kind of stuck with the ABC. Let's take it back to a 4 here and see if we can make that fly. Okay, so A. Whew. Okay, can we finish it there? So this has to turn into a 5. Looks like it might be able to do that. So it looks like that's a good 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a C. I don't hate that. Log is annoying. It's 2 through the 3. Not much of a finish. That sure looks like a 5. So if we're coming out of there, if that's the low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, seems like that could work. All right, let's see, can we put the whole thing together? No, what did you give me? You know, just looking at it, just from this distance, it doesn't look like it's enough time, does it? Oh, fuck, here, can I squeeze up any more? <sighs> 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 1 That's a lot of time from March of 2020 to November of 21. Makes me think that there's more going on here. So I wouldn't change the count, but it looks like if we're just getting started on a 5 here, looks to me like that could be this of a B wave before we go down for a C wave, and the thing balances out. I don't think you're doing this. I don't think it's long grinding diag into a short, ugly, funky 2, and now we're off to 3. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't mean it couldn't be, but so if that first little 5 is the start, that's going to be likely the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the A wave. That per the length of time here, that seems like the best fit here. Oh fuck. Here, so we do. So it would be A, B, C, and now you're just looking for the 3 of that B. Right, this is what you're after, right there. Now the thing balances better. All right, we go back to the daily here. Something like that. That's what I'd be looking for. I want to play off the algos here if I can get behind one of them in here. 1, 2, or see, that's why you always have to get some perspective on it, because if you're grinding it out down here on a 30-minute, you lose context with, well, how does the whole thing look, right? Does it look like I could be doing the 2 here? Well, if I come out here, does that look like that would be the 2? I mean, again, it's not that it couldn't be. It's like it's impossible that it could be. It just, knowing what they typically look like, is that a trade you'd want to take on the idea that that's the 2? Well, so you could still take a long here. I mean, you're looking for a B. Shit, we're looking for $3.80 to $16, right? So I'm not saying don't take the idea that there's a long here. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying be mindful of the broader count. Where is it? Where are we likely to be in that count, right? If that's going to play. So if you get this, right? If you get this, I'd be careful about assuming it's going to do this. Doesn't mean it can't. I just, when you're at the B or at the range of a B, which would be, shit, let's say you got this here. Well, right here is the golden zone. I don't know that I'd be assuming a whole lot more is going to come out of that, given just that what we're after. What we're after is the right look. All right, Frade, it's a good one. All right, I like your thinking here. I think you're giving me green bananas. Okay. Top Hat Panda. I haven't seen you for a while. He's looking at Spot. Oh, is this Spotify? Amid all the controversy. Oh, you didn't give me that. What did you give me here? Top Hat. Top Hat Panda Magician. Still my favorite handle of all time. Okay, so Spotify. In damage control. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I like the look of this. Oh, that's sexy. Okay, so a couple of things we can do here. Right, so this is just what my eye sees. Right? I can't help this. I mean, this isn't just again. Can I simplify the fucking thing? All right, do I have a range here? Ranging. Finally, we break out. That's not terribly surprising, is it? Right back to where we started. Now we got, I think, shit, are they doing earnings right now? Oh, February. Oh, it's coming up. So very, very soon. That'll be interesting. Well, Jesus, that's pretty well. Okay, so let's think for a second. Where are we in this? All right. So I like his thinking that we've completed. Although we're kind of in that gray area here of what I don't see a better way to do it, right? So if we're doing this, I definitely don't want to be doing that. This just took a while to get started. Looks like you'd have all of the, so well, here's the 4, right? We can just look at it, right? There's the 4 of the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the third. Oh shit, this is pretty hard to miss, right? All right, so when we talk about what, you know, all the things that there are to trade, and oh my God, why would you take something that's not beautiful? Because there's so many things, right? We're going to see setups like this. It's not too hard. This is a little tricky, right? You got to know what you're doing there in terms of, okay, what could it be? It's really skinny right here. I don't see a better way to trade it. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 3. 3 clear. There's a bell. We finish it here. He didn't. I think he's thinking, look at the internal here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, again, another 4, how perfect that is. 3, 4, right? Nice little ABC. Squirts up for the 5. Okay, that's about as good as they get. All right, perfect look, all nice. Now, what are we looking for? Right, so again, just like this is, okay, I didn't get a nice clean 3, just like I didn't get a nice 1, 2 here, but this is, welcome to trading. So this looks like it's technical. That's the W. Oh, lo and behold, what do we get? So that looks like that's 100%. So it looks like we've got a classic measured move here. Measured move classic. All right, there's the 100, right? He's already got it noted. So we got that. Looks like well, we went from 102 to 388. And we're reaching, shit, I didn't even do this yet. I'm just assumed he already did it. How did I not see that? Okay, so fuck. Look where we are. Top hat, how did you not have that highlighted? Or just figured you'd assume that I'd find it. All right, so we got the 100 there at the golden zone. I mean, I say this a lot. I cannot make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. I mean, any of you that have watched the live streams, how many live streams have you seen where I don't show this? None. 0. Ever. 3,000 videos. I've never not had that found repeatedly in any video I've ever done. It's never, right? It's always there. Okay, fuck. Does it get any more, like, does anyone have to wonder about the impact of that algo? Right, do you understand why I say, okay, we approach the market. First thing right here. And shame on me. I didn't go there first. I was looking at his count. What did this algorithm do last? What did it do last? Well, here we got one that completed. Here we got one that's just getting started. So we can take this one off. Here we're coming out of this. What do we have? Golden corner. What do we know about a golden corner? Right? 80% odds of getting there. Right. Now, I draw it that way just because I got an algo target here. It could do that. This, double top. But that 80 long, right? Say this every time because people, I don't want you to be, you say, oh, fuck, I got a corner pocket, right? It's 100% I'm going to get there. No, it's 80%, and it's always a function of whether that pivot holds. Right? If that pivot holds and we start to go, right, then we get here, then, oh, now I got potential trading principle number 4, failure to get there. Because what's going to happen right here? Oh, shit, let's put it right about there. I'm eyeballing. What's going to happen right there? Boom. Right, sell side's going to kick in. What is sell side after? That. Well, so you might look at that. We'd be back here looking at this if that's what were to happen. Say, well, look how beautifully that stayed in that channel, and we're going to pivot right down here at the target in that channel. Well, right, that would, if we were back here looking at that, would we come back here and say, oh, there was a golden corner here that didn't make it? Well, you probably, right, because this would be so relevant, to, in terms of where we were. Oh, broke the golden zone. But if we're coming, if we get to right here, right, that's where the tricky part is, and here's where the Elliott is helpful. if you're right here, how do you know which way is going to go? Well, here, I could probably make it even trickier. Okay, which way is that going? Right, now this shit happens in the market all day long, right? You should see how many times this happens in the S&P or the NQ. It would just blow your mind if you've never seen it. It's all day long. Ping, 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 ping. It's just algo, algo, algo. Right, what are you doing right there? How would you know? Well, of course, we don't know. But how, if you were teeing up a trade, well, shit, I got algo, I got a golden zone, golden zone, golden zone. How would you know, right? Well, that's where the Elliott is helpful, right? So I can look at this and say, well, I pretty clearly got a 5. Pretty sure I got a 3, right? Now, again, doesn't mean that it can't break, but I got a 5 followed by a 3. Now, here's where the Elliott matters. What do I have here? Do I get a 5? Do I get a nice clean 5, right? Do I get a clean, nice, oh, I can't miss it 5? Or do I get something where I go, oh, fuck, I guess if I move it around a little bit and squish the 2 in there. No, that's not the one you want. Why, right? Again, there's so many things to trade. Why not wait for something like, oh, fuck, yes, I got a 5 and I came down in a 3 at the golden zone? Because what would I have again, right? Look how many you could stack here. What would I have again? Another golden corner. So sooner or later, and now we're back to where I was ranting on earlier, you got to just take the fucking trade and keep your hands off the mouse. Okay, I did the work. I did the analysis. I know what the algo did last. I know where the geometry is. I know what the risk reward is here. I take the trade and I keep my hands off the mouse. Right? I got a target. It's right. It's consistent with my trade plan. Don't get in there and fuck with it. Let it do what it's going to do. Oh, shit, it looked like it was going to hit a bump here, and so I panicked. Right? That's the one that'll do that. Why? Because the market always punishes mistakes. You put the thing together, you got clear targets, let it go. Wait, here. This is what you'd be after. 3, right at the 1618. Right? Now you're getting the bigger one here. Right? Those are the trades that are worth hunting for. Where is it? Where can I find it? How many assets do I have to look for? Like, so this, like here, we're here at Spotify. Well, shit, maybe many of you were looking at Spotify today because it's in the news. Well, fuck, let's see what all that news action, let's see what that's doing to the price. Well, lo and behold, where did we pivot? Golden zone. Where did we pivot here? Golden zone. You think this is all coincidental? Ooh, I'm not sure I can help you if that's what you think. Okay. I think we covered the shit out of that. All right. So I think we're good there, Top Hat. Nice, good one to bring that up today. Good job. Always appreciate your work. Okay. Woo Wonka's changed his name to woowonka.cosmos. All right. That's kind of funky, Woo Wonka. What are we looking at? Oh, XRP. Oh, look, we only got 2 more to go. Okay. So we'll be on time today. Okay. So
we do have that one donation.
Oh, we do. Okay. I'll get to that. Woo Wonka gives me, whoa, makes me think millennial. He's got to be funky colors. Okay, let me make a copy of it. Not to disparage on millennials. My kids are millennials. All right, so, okay, this is good. Right, so here, I mean, there's certain spots where you, like, it helps you to go, okay, is there any question about what that is? Do we have to ponder much about, oh, is it A, B, C? That's a fucking triangle, right? So we can, right off the bat, we can work backwards and go, well, Jesus, look at that thing, right? So coming out of that, okay, probably the 4. Right? Sometimes the market just lays it in your lap. Oh, okay, well, shit, where am I? Well, did I finish something here? Well, that actually might be a little trickier than you think, because it looks, oh, fuck, we're in log scale again. God, all the log scale's annoying. It really is, right? So it looks like you might be thinking, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now, out of log, that's probably going to be, there'll be plenty of log here, but you've got to do it this way. So it's a little bit, I think we're okay here. So this is a decent example here where I'm looking at the 2 relative to the 4. So it's not out of whack, right? So the 2 and the 4 here are not way, the balance isn't way off here. So I like this work here. I like this, right? So you can, again, have to dig this. So clearly that's the 4 of the 3. So because now we can see what came. Now right here, still, you're decent here. Oh, he's giving me some Wyckoff here. I got it. Okay, so automatic reactions. So target, there's your spring. Okay, so he's drawn the Wyckoff in here, right? So all the Wyckoffs in here. So here's the, now we're coming back to test it from above. So here's the breakout. Actually, I think, how does that work? There's the test. It's nice, right? Friends shared with me this Wyckoff pattern. I added the Elliott Wave, right? So they dovetail in nicely together, right? So distribution, accumulation. So Wyckoff and Elliott play well together. 3, 4. Okay, so what are we doing here? So that looks like that's 1, 2. Fuck, how are we getting there? So here's the 4. Can we get a decent 1 out of that? Looks like you'd have to go. Well, I got a 5 here. Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay, so we're actually, I think you might have to pull this over here. Because here's the 1, right? So we can't, I don't think the 1 flies from here. Whoa. I don't think we can do this. Right, because then this looks like a triangle. We can't have a triangle in the 2. 1, 2. God, can we do, oh, maybe we can do it. You'd have to do ABC 1. No, fuck. You didn't count it for me, woo. All right, so wasn't even make me do the hard work. Okay, so doesn't look like I could, well, it looks like I could go ABC here. 1, 2, fuck. Come here. Did we break there? No, we didn't. Oh, that's close. But we did not break that. That's ugly. All right, ABC, ABC. Whew, that sucks. ABC, ABC. I don't love it. Okay, so let's just stay with it here. So we're looking for that 2 via an AB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So okay. So, woo, give me the. You're not giving me the tougher part. You're not giving me the subdivision. All right, that's how we qualify it. All right. Okay, so we're going to go with an ending diag to get this ABC done here. All right, I can live with that. So from this pivot. Okay. Last point of support. Maybe a little bit more down to finish if this is going to finish as a 5. Oh, that's a nice 3 there. That's not much of a start. I mean, I suppose we could diag it if there's a 4 coming in here. If this needs to, if this keeps rolling lower towards the golden zone, so of course you'd need the qualifier. Oh fuck me. You'd need that to get an overlap here. Remains to be seen, right? It's a little early, right? So, well, I don't think you're ripe yet because you'd be, right? Corrections never end in 3s, right? So we'd be trying to go into the 2 here too soon. Because it doesn't look like you, well, fuck, maybe. You'd have to finish this as an ABC. Maybe AB. Well, it looks like you got a 3 in there. So maybe you're doing W, X, Y. It looks like this is a 5, though. That's not much. A, B, C. Or so it looks like you'd have to label this woo as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into an A. Oh, you might have to do it this way. A, B, C. So that you can use that as the 1, 2. So maybe let's just see if that's long enough here. Looks like it is. Yeah, it is. All right, so God damn it. Never the first click. 1, 2. Well, for a diag, that's about right. 1, 2, 7, 1, 3, 8. So I'd probably tee this up. Trying to get that 5 down here for the 2. So really all we're trying to do is this right there. So 1, 2, there's the 50. We got some structure here. I know the algo is going to be responsive right here. Right, we don't have to worry about that. Well, it doesn't mean it can't break, but we know there's going to be a response there. So, what else would I do here? Let's probably measure if this is going to hold as an A, and that's a B. Get that right on that pivot. So here we'd be tightening it up even more, right? As a possible candidate here for that 5 to get that 2 in here at the 100. Right, so we might do it that way. All right, so we got a golden zone, we got 100, looking, if that's going to come down one more time. See, this is iffy here. So you kind of want this to come down and do it now rather than fuck around here, because then you're wondering, oh shit, do I have to put the 4 over here? Right now, you've got it, but you want it to come down and finish. If anything, you'd want it to do it in a nice little 3. So maybe we get it like that, right? That would be, okay, now I got it. I know it's a diag. I know where I am. I got an ABC into the 2. I'm right in a technical pivot, right in a zone here. Oh, shit. I mean, you could, all right, when in doubt, always look left. What else is there to key off of? Right, see this structure here, double top, right? So can we come down here and hold this again? I like it. Now, what's the one thing missing? Right, I hope everybody's going, well, of course, the next thing you do is put your median lines on. Of course. I know, Wu, you were thinking that. I know you were thinking that right there. Right, coming out of it there, I got my 80% teed up. All right, now I could go all the way, right, to the 3. Don't lose track of that, right? So remember, the median line is a first target, not your ultimate target. Your ultimate target here is the outside parallel coming off of a golden, right? So that's the first target, median line. Now we want it to keep going, get the outside target, or get the outside median line. So back to the median line for the 4. Right, if you get a really hot one, that's what you get. Right, these are, when you get these, oh, these are so sweet. Right, you get a nice 3 back to the median line, and it goes back on. Right, it goes up to the 5th. Just what you're looking for, right? And we don't have this, right? Nice sideways 4. Oh, lumbers. Oh, slowly back to the median line. Boom, and we go again. So so do you see what you'd end up with here is just exactly the right look. Right, that's what you got. That's why I always recommend doing this. So pull it out and say, does that look right? Does that look like what I'd want to get here? Yeah, it does. Okay, so do we have it? Hell no, right? We're not even, don't have a pivot yet. But if I'm mapping the thing out, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, well, it's good work. Right, it's nice, kind of sexy to add in the Wyckoff. You know, much respect for Wyckoff, right? It's not my specialty, but very, very solid technical approach to the market. Okay, so I think we're good there, Wu. Did I mention that was Ripple? God, I haven't looked at Ripple in a while. So I think we're good there. So we're just trying to get that. This is would be a big 5. We'll say that, right? It would be a big 5 relative to the 1, 2, but I think it would work. Okay, so last one here. Oh, let's see. I got. Oh, shit. What are you giving me? Bit to bit. Oh, you know better than this, don't you? Let's see. Bit to bit knows how to do these. You're not a noob. They gave me FTT. Gave me just an image. Well, that looks pretty reasonable. Okay, so I got a clear impulse here. I got an A. I got a B. Do I have a C? Well, if that's the B, looks like you have to be 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to pull that up. I'm going to give me something here. Oh, I can't. I'm going to have to go back. Guys, I didn't forget about Apple. Well, that's my afternoon. So you wanted it to be done here. Oh, fuck. Oh, where's one something I haven't? That's the copy. Let's try it. That's the copy. Shit. Copy. Oh, fuck. Copy. Damn it. Copy. Oh, God, I guess I closed them all. Copy, copy, copy. Fuck. Copy. Sorry, I can't. I need something I haven't used. I still got that one going. Shit. Oh, let's just come back here. My thought here is that this might be A, B, C, because this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, fuck. This looks like that's a 3 into a 5. So it looks like you're doing 3, expanding the B into the C. Oh, let's look here. So that's what you're thinking, right? So there's a 5 that finishes in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got a good finish here. But this is it's a pain in the ass, right? Because it looks like that would have been a good 5, right? The market doesn't cooperate. So then you're thinking 3. Oh, you can do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the A. So 3, 3, 5 to get you down to get started. Boy, that's not. Yeah, that's not good enough here. So I'd want it. So if this has to kick a little further here, I'd want to see it break that pivot. So do I have a 1, 2? What comes out of that doesn't look particularly great, right? If that was 1, 2, what are we going to do? Another 1, 2. So it just doesn't quite look like it's there yet. A little further up, and then maybe a retrace. So something here has to show itself. So I think that you could be a little bit early on that one, bit to bit. I'm sorry, I think you know how to do give me one that I can work with. I'm pretty sure you do. All right, so how are we doing on time? Oh, 1:30 already. Okay, so yeah, I think this just needs more time in the oven. Okay, so I've got what was the one we're doing? Money.
Strong USDT KU coin.
Trading view. Let's just get a new chart up. Strong to USD. Oh fuck! I got Wonka stuff here.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Hang on a second. I gotta change all this. That's what happens when I make copies. I get everybody else's. Oh, here, this will work. All right, let me go to settings. Give me a second here. Set these up to my stuff here. Okay. All right, let's remove drawings. Okay, let's get this fucker off. Okay, so strong USDT. All right.
Yep. KU coin.
Yep, got it. Okay. There's our low 36 to 1200. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go into log scale. Well, it's tempting to think 3, 4, 5. I don't know why we wouldn't. Right, so in out of log, that's definitely going to be. Well, here, sometimes it's easier to do it this way, right? Out of log, right? So we can see, okay, so what do I have there? Sure looks like a diag. Oh, pardon me, it looks like a impulse with a extension in the 5th. Okay, so what's hard here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just, no. So a lot of times, I'm not saying that's the count. It's just we got to throw them up there. So it's always good. It's kind of like a sketch. All right, let's sketch it out. Let's see how does that play? We just kind of land them there and say, okay, well, let's do a little measuring. All right, so if that's my 1, that's my 2. Okay, pretty good for the 3. Right, that's right where you're looking for it. Oh, yeah, so good. Essentially, you got a 3 there. Well, so just sometimes the most obvious thing is what we're looking at. So this seems it seems like I'm missing something. Like this is too obvious, too easy. What am I missing? All right, well, how do we look here? Looks like this is going to be kind of sharp, but let's check it. Oh, that's too close to have not hit. God damn, did that actually miss? That would be a miracle. That did not get there. Well, it's a bit unusual to get that close and not get it. Let's see here. Is there another pivot? Well, if I move it over, it's going to get there, but that's a little bit disconcerting, right? That we didn't get that extra little push here, and now we're fading off of it. Well, that here, I don't know, looks like I don't need to go to modified. All right, so from the 2 to the 3, let's check that. All right, that's where we would start. I got a nice confluence point here where I've got the 50, the structure. So I got this kind of sets up nicely. Right in here, I got a big low volume divot here, right from here, from this pivot here, it went up through, right, so there's no business done. So I get this nice big divot, a low volume node here. I've got the structure to play off of. I got a target, algo target, and a median line. The only disconcerting bit here is that we didn't get the median line on the ride up. But it probably wouldn't keep me out of the trade, although it might affect how much capital I put into it. Well, I don't think this would, again, back to the right look. I don't think we want to go 4, 1, 2, and we're going up. It looks like that's a 5 here if I label it. Oh, fuck, right? It looks like it's something along those lines here. Let's get super small here. Looks like more likely a 5 on the way down. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So decent contender here for the B. Well, I don't want that B to change, right? So you can almost see that there'd be a 5 in here. I don't want it to do that and then come down because I'm getting too much. The length of the 2 relative to the 4 is getting too severe, and so I lose balance. I'm already pushing it a little bit. Now I have short, sharp, very, very sharp. Oh, is this COVID? No, that's not. Very sharp here on the 2, so to go sideways for the 4. So I trade this. If I'm here, it's not too. I mean, we're a long way from the set of median lines. Just out of curiosity here, that's going to be way too far. I'd have to be adding. Oh, let's do the modified. I'd have to put the 300 on that. But that is that's kind of interesting there. So just out of curiosity, let's see if we can make this make sense. The 2, get it? Yeah, that's pretty close. Let's put these in dashed. Okay, so where's a contender? Oh, I'd probably wait. I'd want to see if we get down here, what happens right there, right? You can just see the structure, right? Look across, right? So that was important to the Martin. If we came back down here, that's about where I would go, looking for something like, right? I mean, you don't know you're going to get through that, but you'd be anticipating that's got to get through. So looking at it here, well, let's see if we can get some targets here. So length of the 1. If we're going to pivot here for the 4, well, that's not terrible, right? That would be kind of a double top-ish here if you're doing it here. It's so close. So you might look for something like that. Yeah. I'd be reluctant to be projecting something beyond that, right? Maybe you got the 236 here and the 138. So I'd be waiting for something like that to set up. Oh, let's see. I'm on a daily. Let me go down to an hourly just to see that this last little finish. How does this look? Like we're done here? Well, this sure looks like a 3. Right? Hard to miss that. So would that make sense as a 4? Let's get this back up here. Let's get this out of here. Yeah, come here. That looks like 1, 2. Same thing. I want this. So just as a frame of reference, I don't want to try and connect those. I want this to be all done here, if I can. I don't know that I can. Because this is correcting this, but I want this to be finished here. Well, let's just what did the algo do last? Where is it? Okay, so they're looking for that, for the C. That's not a great... Well, it looks like I've got an impulse here. Well, if I didn't know better, it would be tempting to do this, right? But now, again, right, it's a simple thing to do, but I encourage you to do it for yourselves. Right? Does that look like what we want to trade? You know, I mean, it could be, right? It's possible, but I wouldn't trade that. Well, so the alternate would be, is there a way to get this into so I could finish this as an A, B, C, so that would be W, X, Y. That's a pretty solid one. Let's take that off. Looks like you've got it all in there. There's 1, 2, 3. That's the 4 of the 3. 1, 2, 5. It's there. I'm missing something here. Let's just take a quick look here before I abandon here. Go do that apple. Well, you got an absolute double top there. So you could do it here. So could we do it here? 2. 1, 2, 3. That looks like a triangle. 4. A, B, C, D, E. 1. 1, 2. Let's measure it. Oh shit. Sometimes I go down here and I'm sorry I got here. Okay. Possibly 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Triangle 4. All right, you can see the triangle in there. It's just I didn't like where we ended up. So then you come back and you say, well, is there another way to count this? So that could be the A wave. All right, so let's ponder this out. All right, so with that all marked up, let's see if we can come back to it. See if there's another way to look at this. Well, if you got it done there, you got to go A, B, C. That passes that, so these can't be related. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a 3. So that works. You can't go 1, 2, so it would have to, if that's the count, you'd finish it here. So let's put it together. So this would have to be A, B. Now, can I get a true C there? I think I might actually. Does that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how you'd have to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Actually, I think you could do it this way. Do a triangle there. I think that plays better, right? A, B, C, D, E into the B. Okay, I think that plays better, right? So it can't be a 2 because we can't have a triangle there in the 2, right? So we can go, let's take it up a degree. Okay, so A, B, C into the B. Okay, so why am I doing that? Because I want to finish this as an ABC. All right, so I want to, because the 4 to the 2 doesn't look right. So I want to get this, oh fuck. It's just, I don't want to truncate, but I might be forced to. Maybe we're truncating there. I kind of go there last resort, but I don't want that to be the 4. So I would kind of loosely leave it here. There looks like that's an A. So it looks like that's a 5 going in. A, B, C going. Oh, here. All right, you see this looks like a 5. So if I label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like that's what you got there off of this low. That's a 3. God damn it. Well, I might have to do it this way. So, okay, that could work. All right, so we'd have to do it this way. So we'd go A, B, C. So I want, all right, so I'm trying to finish it as an ABC. So I want to get here A, B, and I'm looking for C down here. All right, let's get you put all back together. A, B, want that, oh fuck, let's change the color. Okay. Now that looks like a candidate for the 50. I think we looked at that. All right, so there's the 50 and the Vegas wave. All right, now it comes together. All right, so it takes a minute sometimes, right? They're not always like right, drop dead, okay, can't miss it. Since it's corrective, I'd probably start with looking for something like that. Now 1, 2, 3, and maybe a diag going in there. All right, so does that all fit, right? If that's going to fit as an ABC, the danger is here we're taking a lot of time. So we're trying to get the whole thing. All we're trying to do is put together a 3. That's what we're after, right? It's just a 3. So let's go back here. How much do we like that? Oh, well, lo and behold. Look where that comes in. Look at the... Right, you remember I said that earlier, right? You do all that work and you come back and you go, okay, there's my target. Now, if I pull all the way back out, does that work? Well, about the only thing I don't love here is that this would be short and sharp. This would be on the sharp side. So you wouldn't have good alternation here. I mean, great. Would it keep me out of the trade? No. Oh, this is where note we looked at this, the high volume, or pardon me, the low volume nugget there. So what often you'll find happen, so that's why it's worth marking that out right here. It'll trade right to the edge of it. They don't want to let it go in because once it goes in, there's nothing to stop it, right? So the next place it would stop would be at that 1. There's no support there. It wouldn't invalidate, right? Because this is already completed, but this is the one that you're watching for. But that sets up pretty nicely there, actually. So if they get through this, then the edge here where I get the 50. So here, I'd probably do it this way. Let's kind of lay this out between the 50 and the golden zone. That's where I'm looking to be a buyer. So if we come down here in the ABC, so I'm finishing this as an A, a B, and a C into the 4 here in that range, right in line with that structure right there for the 4, and then I go up for the 5, right? That's what I'd be looking at. I'd have the lower edge of the parallel of the median line there. All right, I think that does it. Well, that's a good one. Good tricky one. I think that flies. Okay, there we go. Oh shit, there's that. Oh, live stream elbow or shoulder. Okay, I think we got it. All right, so as I said, because now it's going to bug me the rest of the day, I got to go back and get this fucker, Apple. That is a tough one. So I know what I'll be doing for the next hour or two. I won't be able to sleep tonight if I can't get that. So let's call it an obsession. All right, we got everything, Monty? No, I know he's doing
Yeah, as far as I can tell, that's it.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you picked up a few nuggets along the way. As I said, I will post the completed count here under the video for YouTubers. Members, I'll post it in this channel once I spend some time with it. Okay, guys, with that, I'll wish you a good afternoon, good trading, and we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. All right, appreciate you guys.